The buzz in Onpassive today is the event that Ash threw 2 days ago, March 30th, as it should be. And Ash did an awesome job. He brought a lot to the table, a lot to digest. It really was awesome what Ash introduced to the founding members of Onpassive. I'm Mike Ellis, by the way. Today, the founding members, they're talking about a couple of things. The main thing they're talking about are the offices that Ash has opened up in Dubai. And really, that's one of the main things that came out of the event 2 days ago. Really, really powerful. But there's more. And the more is what I want to talk about. But before I get there, let's talk about Dubai just a little bit. The UAE, the United Arab Emirates, it's very, very difficult for a company to get into that market. They're a very, very rich country. They have strict regulations, and if you're a company that gets into the UAE, it really is extraordinary. And this should tell you where Onpassive is. Now, Ash has come in and bought 2 floors in the largest, tallest building in the world. He's bought the 135th floor and he's bought the 151st floor. We own them. Onpassive owns them. This should tell you where Onpassive is and where we're going to be very, very quickly. We really are at the top of the world right now. We are a big dog. You do not get into the UAE unless you are a big dog, and I mean a big dog. Onpassive is there. That should give you an idea just how extraordinary what Ash Mufareh has done and where we're going in a very, very short period of time. So many founders have talked about the offices in Dubai. Really extraordinary what Ash did, and I congratulate him. It's absolutely remarkable. But that's not what I want to talk about today. There were a couple of things that Ash talked about on the event 2 days ago. And I believe when we start talking about the marketing campaigns that Ash is doing, and he started 2 of them, I think it is as powerful as what he's doing in Dubai, in the UAE. I really do. And I'll go over it very, very quickly. And there are some tells there. There are some clues there that give you an idea where we're at and how quickly we're going to be going into the global launch of Onpassive. That's where we all want to be. That's where Ash wants to be. When you start marketing campaigns, what do you have to have? Well, you have to have something to sell. You make the offer and you sell something. You have to have something that people can come in and buy. What is that in Onpassive? Today, the one thing we have to offer to people that they can come in and purchase is the founding position, the founding package. They can actually come in and become founding members. Now, here's the tell. About 2 weeks ago, Ash was on a webinar and he came out and he said he thought by the time we get into the global launch of Onpassive, there would be 1.8 million founders in Onpassive. Today, there's 1.2, right in there. I think that number is arbitrary. I don't think it has to be 1.8, but he threw a number out there. And it was a tell, it was a clue as to what has to happen before we go into the global launch of Onpassive. Okay? So when we start thinking about the marketing campaigns, they're going to market the founding position. They're going to start bringing in founders. Now, maybe they only bring in 100 or 200 or 300,000 founding members before they go into the global launch. Again, I believe that number is arbitrary. It's not set in stone. Ash is going to launch when he's ready to launch. But if Onpassive brings in 200,000 or 300,000 additional founders, and they go into our organizations, what does that do for the founding members in Onpassive today? This is a really, really big deal. If you're an individual that's in Onpassive and you're a lone wolf, you don't have anybody in your organization, or you have 1 or 2. Because of what Onpassive is going to be doing, because Onpassive is going to be bringing in additional founders, I believe that you could wake up the day that Onpassive goes into the global launch and you could have 100, 200, 300 founders in your team. Why? Because of the way Onpassive is structured. And I'm not going to get into that today. I've gone over that over and over and over again. But because of the way Onpassive is structured and what Onpassive is doing for all the founding members today with the marketing campaigns that they're running, you are going to be in a position that I believe you'll cut those time frames and you'll get to that place where you have financial security. You just won't worry about finances. So the marketing campaigns, which nobody's talking about, and I think they're such a big deal. I just think they're as powerful as Dubai. Maybe not quite as powerful as Dubai. Dubai was when Ash brought that out, I was just floored. I didn't know what to say when he said he had bought 2 floors in the tallest building in the world in Dubai. That is so big, it's unbelievable. But the marketing campaigns, what they're going to do for you and I as founding members of Onpassive, it's going to be extraordinary. And as we go into the global launch, things are going to happen very, very quickly. Now, why do I bring up the marketing campaigns? They're part of the process of going into the global launch of Onpassive. And as we see how well the marketing campaigns are going, we're going to be able to kind of gauge when we're going to be going into the global launch. Now, I believe that could happen very, very quickly. I know Ash is a master at marketing, and maybe he brings in 100 or 200,000 founding members in 30 days. I would not put that past the man. That's how good he is. So as we look at the marketing campaign, as we look at the additional founders coming in, and I believe that's the way it's going to work. That's the only product we have to sell to the world right now. It's the founding membership. I don't think any of the other products will be put out there before the global launch. So as this happens, we're going to get a very, very good gauge of where we are as far as the global launch goes. Now, I know that Ash Mufareh, as soon as he's ready, is going to go into the global launch, whether he brings in 50,000 or whether he brings in 500,000 founding members. But it's just a gauge. It's a gauge of how good the marketing is working, how good the marketing campaigns are working, and how this is going to work with customers as we go into the global launch. So just a couple of more things to think about. We're in a really, really unique position right now. You are right where you want to be. I can guarantee it, guys. We are in Dubai. It's a big deal. The marketing cans are going now. It's a big deal. Everything is moving forward at breakneck speed. I had a chance in the last couple of days to listen to the founders talk about the event, the ones that were there. It was remarkable. Ash Mufareh treats everybody as if they're kings and queens. He really does. He has a heart for humanity, and he really cares about everybody. I've been fortunate in my life to know a few people like that people are just attracted to because of who they are, honest, clean, ethical. They love people. They love humanity. And I've been fortunate to know quite a few people like that, 4 or 5 people like that. Ash Mufareh now is one of those individuals. And when you find someone like that, you just want to be around them, just because of who they are and because they really care about you. And that's unique. It really is. So as I listened to the founding members talk about Ash Mufareh, talk about the event, talk about Onpassive, I knew everything that we had been through. It was worth every bit of it, every bit of it. And I've been in for over 3 years now, and this journey has been extraordinary. And where we're at now is bigger and better than anything I ever thought it could be. So the event that Ash threw 2 days ago, the 30th of March, unbelievable. If you're new to Onpassive, you went to the event and you didn't quite understand everything, just listen to the founding members. They're out there. They're talking about the event. They're talking about what happened in the event. And I understand if you've never listened to Ash Mufareh before, you've never been to one of these events. Some of you could have been a little confused. That's okay. The event was absolutely awesome. Where we are in Onpassive is awesome, and where we're going is gonna be places that we never thought we would be. You are in a great position, and we're all here for the long haul, and I believe the global launch of Onpassive, which will kick off the next 2, 3, 4 decades for us, it's going to be really, really fun. I believe Ash is going to come out in another week or so. He might do another event. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but he's going to share more information with us. Understand, he just announced Dubai. That was massive. You got to know where we're at from that. You have to know where we're at because only big dogs get into Dubai. I can tell you that flat out. You have to know where we're at. As he comes out in the next week or two and starts to share more things with us, understand this is a big deal. You want to be here. You want to be listening to that. And I believe we're just so close to the global launch of Onpassive. Everybody in Onpassive, all the founding members, you can get very, very excited. So that's it for today, guys. I just wanted to add that part of the event that really nobody's talking about, the marketing campaigns, and just get ready. We're just lifting off. We're going to be in space in no time at all, and from there we're just going to have a blast. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, go on down below, subscribe, click the bell on the right, and you'll get more notifications as I do more videos. And as other people do webinars and videos that are pertinent, really, really good webinars, we put them up. You can watch those too. So a lot of content coming on this YouTube channel. So go ahead, subscribe, click the bell on the right, and you'll get notifications again as we do more videos. And from there, get ready. We are going to see you at the top where your ears will pop, as Ash Mufareh says. Great job, Ash. Absolutely loved it. And look forward to the next days and weeks to come. We're just having a ball. See y'all later. Take care. Bye.